The honorary prize Egypt receives today from the United Nations Center for Human Settlements is one that all Egyptians take pride in. Not only is it a prize for the authority of new urban communities, but also a proof of success and a driving force for its experience. Egypt is among the leading civilizations in experiencing the trade of construction. Cities in Egypt, as evident from ancient monuments, show this industry had started since time immemorial. In modern times, Egypt witnessed a severe housing crisis. That urbanization stretched to cover agricultural lands, and clusters of buildings threatened greenery in the Nile Valley and Delta. A 1977 study maintained that an average of 15,000 housing units were annually constructed in cities and governorates. The confrontation of this problem was based on three major axes: completing the infrastructure in the valley and delta, establishing new urban communities to absorb the population growth, and opening urban development chances in uninhabited areas which possess potentials unemployed yet. Hence, housing in the past decade recorded an 11-fold major increase from 15,000 to 166,000 units annually, where a new map of Egypt that included 12 new cities around the delta and valley was drawn. The successive generations of cities were built in a way to be either independent cities, affiliates to mother cities, or to be twin cities to already established ones. The first of these cities came on the Cairo-Ismailiyya Desert Road, the 10th of Ramadan city. Sadat city followed on the Cairo-Alexandria Desert Road. The 15th of May city is southeast of Cairo. The 6th of October city on the Cairo-Fayoum Desert Road. The Abur city on the Belbais Road. Burg Al Arab city near Alexandria, as well as the cities of New Damietta, New Salhiyya, Nubariya, and New Beni Suef. A huge leap in construction materials, such as cement and bricks, accompanied this progress, together with another vital industry that improved hygiene, health, and environment conditions in Egypt, where a colossal sanitary drainage project in Cairo raced against time. many Egyptians preferred living in those cities far from the valley and delta, seeking rest and tranquility in those new urban communities, together with better work opportunities. Not only were these cities a new era in Egypt's housing history, but also in the history of open economy, investment, and industrialization. For the new cities were divided into both housing sections and industrial ones. In the 10th of Ramadan city alone, 460 factories already offer the production, while many others remain under construction. Areas with urban facilities in new cities reached 70 square kilometers, 37 of which for housing and 33 square kilometers earmarked for industry. Land sold for housing and industrialization until last June reached 36.3 square kilometers for the sum of 838 million Egyptian pounds. And 20 factories are already in production, built on an area of 11.2 million square meters with an invested capital of 35 billion Egyptian pounds. Meanwhile, 650 factories with a capital of 2 billion Egyptian pounds on an area of 4.5 million square meters are under construction, ready to launch their diverse products soon. Thousands of work opportunities were offered to workers who received an annual income of 112.5 million Egyptian pounds and offered 4.5 billion pounds worth of production. Within the current 5-year housing plan, the private sector has shouldered a share of 40%, building alone 52,941 units, while the public sector shoulders the other 60%. Construction activities stretched in the past 10 years to make use of the natural potentials and riches of our northern and eastern coasts in Sinai, stretched along 3,000 kilometers. Such beaches are unique to Egypt, which God endowed with unsurpassed natural, climatic, and monumental conditions. In order to invest in such resources, complete tourist areas were established to attract thousands of tourists to Egypt. Many tourist villages were thus established on the northwestern coast of the country. The prize Egypt receives today from the United Nations Secretary General shall be an incentive to proceed with its plan it started 10 years ago. The United Nations Center for Human Settlements gave a motive to spur the Egyptian Authority for new urban communities when it crowned its path towards construction with its honorary prize.